Right guys, so back with the Maverick today, and last time I had this out was the first run and that video went on forever, so today I'm going to keep the chatting short and we're going to go out and have a good run with it. But basically what we've done is I've taken the centre diff out and I've put some 500k oil in there. I'll put a link to this in the description. And the ESC I've programmed, so I've given it a bit extra punch and a bit more brake. I'll put the pictures for this in the description because this isn't actually in the manual, which I think is a bit bad. Anyway, I managed to fit the aerial tube. It turns out it was a grub screw down there. And you just undo that, put this over the aerial, pop that in and put the grub screw back in. Jobs are good. And other thing I've done is I've moved this heatsink around a little bit to take a bit of slack off the motor when you land a jump. I've adjusted the shocks a little bit to make them a little bit tougher. So we'll see today if it's still bottoming out on every single jump. And the final thing I'm going to do is fit my best LiPo, which is a Z Premium 5200 mAh and it's 120C discharge. So that should give this a bit extra punch. Now, I've taken this out a couple of days ago as well, and I misjudged a landing, and unfortunately I broke this front bumper. Now, it did its job, to be fair, nothing else broke. The centre front drive shaft bent, but I bent it back into shape with 2 ring spanners. And the diff outdrive cup on the rear there came loose, so I put that back in. Otherwise, all good. But the major thing I've noticed since I came back is I put a split in my body shell. No, look at that. Don't like it. Anyway, like I promised, that's enough chatting for today. Let's go and take it out for a bash. Right, just got back from that run, and the truck did really well. Nothing major was broken. I drove it away. In fact, I went through a full 5200 milliamp hour battery pack, and it was still running fine. Anyway, obviously, the rear wing is no longer attached. I mean, I don't know why these manufacturers put rear wings on these bashers, because it's the first thing that's going to break. And then the body shell. Now, I broke this last time I took it out, so I was devastated about. Look at the front. Oh, look at it. Absolutely destroyed. Never mind, I'll tape that up for next time. But underneath, I'm going to take the shell off if I can do it with one hand. Nope. So I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but there's a slight bend in that front centre drive shaft again. I've only just straightened that out. The front bumper was already broken, so that needs replacing. Rear bumper appears to be intact. All the shocks and the arms are straight, as far as I'm aware. I mean, overall, it's not done too bad. It had some pretty nasty hits then, you know. I think I crashed into a tree at least twice. Had some pretty dodgy landings. So, yeah, so it's done reasonably well. The adjustment in the ESC has worked well. The 120C LiPo has definitely given it some extra punch. I don't really think the shocks have made much of a difference. I might tighten them right up. In fact, these are going to need replacing really and upgrading, to be honest. Otherwise, it's done well. I'd like to say thanks to anyone who commented on the last video, giving me any heads up. Anyone who commented on my post on Facebook in the RC Bashers UK post. The tips you've given me have been really helpful. And yeah, I'm still really pleased with this. Not as pleased as I was when I first bought it, but still, I'm really optimistic. I think it's going to make a really good second basher to go along with me Team Coralie Kronos. And I still might upgrade the pinion. I might go from, I think it's a 12 tooth of stock. I might put a 14 or maybe even a 15 tooth in there to get a bit more speed, and also get a bit extra wheel speed when it's in the air, which should make a backflip a little bit easier on smaller jumps. But otherwise, yeah, really pleased with it. Anyway guys, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.